have nothing nice to say about Dilbert. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wild Magic School Bus, the most unprofessional D&D podcast you will ever hear. I, of course, am your DM, Calvin Piper, and these fine folk play the game of D&D with me. Tonight's prompt players, as we go around and introduce ourselves, what's your favorite Tom Hanks movie?
I don't know that he's ever done that better.
That was like...
Thank you.
That was
super smooth.
I noticed that I rush it a couple, sometimes, because I feel like I have to just get it all out at once. And I do talk fast just as a fallback, so I was trying to be very...
Like,
succinct.
you understood the importance of making sure the world knew our stance on Dilbert as a podcast, that we are not pro-Dilbert?
I personally am not, but, I mean, who cares
We gotta
about my
act like we've
feelings?
been there before, and he's done this before.
For sure.
My name's Michelle. I play Nell Webb, and favorite Tom Hanks movie was Forrest Gump for me. The Feather, Jenny. I think I still was developing like connections in my brain, so I remember it very distinctly, and I typically do not remember movies. That's my answer.
Nice.
Let's throw the order of this thing into chaos. I'm Zach. I play Kestis Thimbleweed. I'm going to go with The Green Mile. I think that is just one of those movies that is like... That Michael Clark Duncan performance is like second to none.
Get you right where you live.
Right in my heart. Can that be our next... Have you heard the where in your body are you question?
Oh, yeah.
Because you said it gets you right where you live. But what if I don't live in my heart? Ooh. For next episode, where in your body do you live?
So where you live, your butt? Maybe.
You'll find out on the next episode of the Wild Magic School.
Join us next time.
Join us.
Do it.
Somebody go.
Hey, everybody, this is...
You're supposed to say this is Will.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Drew, and my favorite,
I don't really know what to do with this.
as the person
He
who plays
just
Connie
keeps going,
the
but he's
Reach,
pretending to
Brava,
be me.
my favorite Tom Hanks film is
just trying
The
to
Terminal,
interrupt him.
because the accent that he uses is so good.
Completely insane.
Stole mine.
Sorry. Connie stole your...
Darn it, Drew. My name is Matt. I play Zook Magoot, male turtle, wizard 6, level 6. And my real favorite Tom Hanks movie, and it might be recency bias, is I really like Toy Story 4.
Okay.
Every time I watch that, I get like a little teary-eyed towards the end.
14.
If you haven't seen it,
Wait until they end that series again, and you're really going to love it.
but it was basically a Woody movie. So
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
They should have called it Woody.
Yeah, but they couldn't... Pixar presents The Woody.
Well, why would they put a "the" on it, Will? Why would that go there?
Because the word movie is in small print at the bottom.
The Woody.
They should call it Andy's Got a Woody.
No, stop. Oh my God. The search. You're gonna get it. You're
stop!
All right, everybody. Hey, this is William, and I really don't know who any of you play. Sorry.
Because last time we got together, you revealed that you thought you were the main character of this entire podcast.
The worst part about this is in the intro, I'm going to have to switch your guys' names, making it more confusing and more work for me. So thanks so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Anytime.
This is how we challenge your creativity.
This is how you do it?
Well, one of them anyway.
This is how you do
This is how you
challenge
remind-
creativity.
All right, keep going.
So, I like Big
big
Turner and Hooch.
Okay.
I like
He
the
knows
movie
I've never
Big,
seen
the Turner and
The
Hooch,
Money Pit?
and Splash.
Splash.
I've never seen any of those movies.
Splash
Splash,
feature a
that movie
dolphin?
that they infamously had to
it's a mermaid,
censor.
Willie.
Is Daryl Hannah as a mermaid?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Which is like a dolphin.
That's the movie they had to censor on Disney Plus.
Yep.
Daryl Hannah and macrame?
No, it's like really good special effects, dog.
Okay, yeah.
There's this. I mean,
Zach's face
that
says
looks like
otherwise.
that looks like a
Have you
real.
heard his song Downtown? It's a really good one. Took me a second to get there, but we got there.
My name's Maddie B. Tom Hanks is one of my favorite actors. Oh, also I play Wyatt Masterson, the Hair and Gone Rogue. I love Tom Hanks. I would say favorite older one of his is The Burbs for sure. And then one of my top newer ones is actually Road to Perdition.
Okay. Yeah.
What year did that come out?
It was in the 2000s.
Early 2000s, like
Yeah.
2001, something.
Very cool.
And that takes place in this part of the country too, doesn't it? Cool. Oh, sorry.
Is that
Michelle.
everyone?
No.
I love the energy
did
that
you do
you
that?
brought
went first.
to it.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's
Wow,
everyone.
I'm glad to know that you listen to me, that you care.
What about yours?
On this, the 5th day
Day
of
of
International Women's Month.
History Month. I told Cal that I was
Wow.
gonna start singing.
Yeah, she's got me a couple times. My favorite is Saving Private Ryan.
Good choice.
So that's a classic movie.
That's
Love
a
that
hard
movie.
one to watch.
That is it is a rough movie. I watched it not too long ago and was like, ugh.
I
Is-
never wanted to go and beat somebody up, that character up in a movie so bad than the dude that would just sat there and did nothing and then pans and sees all those people die because he won't.
The coward guy?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it infuriated me when I watched that.
Yeah.
I don't know. You could argue that Isildur is just as much of a coward, but that's fine.
Oh Jesus!
I would argue
You're
that
right.
actually.
That fake battle in the Lord of the Rings is equivalent to something
I
that
didn't
happened
realize
in
the
World
F
War
word
II.
is something
Yep.
we're going to use on the D&D podcast.
So sorry we're pulling fantasy into this.
Wrong F word.
Speaking of fantasy and Dungeons and Dragons, I know all of you know all about this, but listeners, you might not know that Margaret Weiss, the co-author of the Dragonlance series,
Let's just
and
call her
world,
the Margaret Weiss.
the Margaret Weiss,
Takesis
the
herself.
mother, yes, Takesis the Dark Queen, went to high school not but a mile from this very domicile.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And that 2 days ago, or was it yesterday, was the 40th anniversary of the introduction of the Dragonlance world
Yes.
into gaming.
So whenever we think we're pulling something out of our ass, we're really just channeling M. Weiss from right down the street.
Well, right down the street.
Sensing her
Van
energy.
Horn High School is actually where all of the power of D&D comes from.
So Margaret Weiss, if you ever want to
Yeah, screw Gary Gygax,
visit
right?
your
What did he have to do with that?
Who?
just call his call
Gygax
out.
transcended, and his aura encompasses the universe.
That's also
Yeah.
true. So
He covers us all. He blankets us all.
For every Nat 20, Gary Gygax gets a girlfriend.
there you go.
He gets a little smooch on the
Girlfriend in heaven.
Quick shout out before we continue. We have, for those of you who don't know, we have a Patreon, and we actually have a legitimate financial supporter on Patreon.
A patron.
So a patron.
A
yes.
patron on
A patron
Patreon.
on Patreon.
Hey, look at us.
So shout out to Will Moon on Patreon for subscribing. Your pact will come to you shortly.
Will Moon is still on like episode 50 of Campaign 1.
Yeah,
He doesn't listen to it.
This is a pity subscription.
Oh, I've got to go to practice, guys!
He's a patron, so that we will actually call him personally and catch him up. So he doesn't have to watch
That's
it.
the
Yeah,
tier he
somebody
subscribes
is
to.
responsible
The
every
$800
Wednesday
a month
morning.
tier.
I'll add that tier later. So, but no, he started as a free. Now he's upgraded, and so he's our first patron. So thank you. Shout out to
Thanks,
him for
Will.
doing that.
Thanks,
So,
buddy.
and if you haven't and you want ad-free early access episodes, go find our Patreon. It's in the description below anything that you're on, so that you can get the benefits of those things too. Because it's actually not too bad. So, and it supports us, and I don't have to pay the monthly subscription for hosting this podcast. With all of that out of the way,
Real quick question.
yes.
How much do you think it would cost us to get a spot on Will Moon's varsity Valorant Letterman jacket at JBU?
It's very easy to do.
I think
just-
whatever a semester JBU is.
Oh, no, we can't afford that. Never mind.
College
I've
got
a
expensive.
paint
I don't
pen.
know.
If we get close to him,
we just get close
write
enough,
it
we just
on
draw it
there.
on him. Yeah.
Well, ask him his thoughts about
shirt
the
and
latest
have him wear the shirt.
Valorant
There you go.
thing.
There you go.
Never mind, someone else got to distract him.
Show him,
Yeah, Will's not responsible for this.
Show him like pictures of Icelandic women, and he'll just be distracted.
On
That's Carson.
this,
That's Carson.
The fifth day of women.
International Women's
Can we
It
just
was
short-
international. Ah,
Can we
see,
just
I thought
short-
it was just American.
Can we
That's why I
just
was
shorten it
picking
to
on the-
Women's History Month? Because international is a mouthful. So altogether, okay?
That's what she
On
said.
this day
on
of
this-
women's, fuck you.
No.
man.
Hang on.
Drew,
Mine.
really?
We love
Wow.
women. With all that out of the way, let's jump into episode 26
No, I had a question too, though.
of the Wild
When I-
Magic School Bus. So the last time we were here, the band of adventurers had been arrested for crimes they may or may not have committed, transported many, many miles to a maximum security facility known as the Void, an island in the middle of the ocean in the Black Sea. And there they were sent down beneath the waves, beneath the ocean itself, into the Void, a large cylindrical prison deep in the dark. They are here not of their own volition, and really without much of an idea of what they're going to do. Everything they had worked for back in the city of Eldamar had fallen apart in a lot of ways. But hopefully they can turn their luck around. And that is where we pick up tonight. So, all of you have just been brought into the Void and given your respective cells in this giant cylindrical building. You were told to bed down for the evening, and then in the morning, an individual known as Caden would address you and give you your respective duties. So as you all bed down, I would say with relative ease, actually I'll go ahead and roll here. Yeah, with relative ease, you all can find adjacenting cells if that is your desire, or people can go wherever they would like. But you can all find adjacenting cells next to each other. The cells can house up to 2 prisoners, so people can bunk together if they would like. These are small cells, maybe about 4 feet across and about 6 feet deep. They're tall, so you can bunk next to each other pretty easy. Like there's 2 bunks that are nestled into the side of the wall a little bit. A simple port window that looks like some sort of a double paned glass that looks out into the waters outside. However, it's nothing but deep blue, almost black, so not much to see out there. A little bit of a basin, a stone basin with water of some kind that seems to kind of slowly drip from a rivet in the a rivel in the wall before slowly draining, and then a simple chamber pot. But that is where the beds are not terribly rough, but not terribly comfortable, and there's a warm blanket on them. So I would say probably the 4 humanoid-esque individuals, followed by Zook and Kessis in their own, so probably a total of 3 rooms for everybody. But you can bed down for the evening and get somewhat of a long rest as the day comes to an end. As the morning arrives, it's a morning in a weird sense because there's not much natural light down here, but it does seem, it does seem as though there's some sort of a magical means of light where this ring of magical lights that line the outside wall of the cells begins to slowly turn on, and as it illuminates the entirety of the facility, and people are roused from their sleep. As you all kind of stumble out of your cells out into the main kind of thoroughfare that stretches around, you can see hundreds of other inmates are coming out of their rooms and immediately beginning to walk in various directions, some going down, some going up, all in these staircases that kind of spiral helix-wise through the facility. As you guys are all kind of standing there, kind of blinking in the harsh magical light, you hear the sound of footfalls coming down one of the bends, and you can see approaching there are 3 individuals. 2 of them are much larger individuals. One looks to be some sort of a Goliath. The other one is a Minotaur with large horns. One of them has been sheared off and kind of broken and splintered. And the third individual looks to be just a humanoid, bald head, simple kind of brown tunic, but carries himself with an authority that is definitely beyond even the immenseness of these other 2 that are flanking him. But as he approaches, he looks at all of you as you've come out, and he just kind of there's no hate or anger in his face, but there is just an absence of anything other than just other than just
Business.
yeah. He looks at
I
all.
picture Benito Mussolini.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent. Yeah, it's a pretty decent example of it.
Mussolini
But he walks up and looks at all of you and. Oh, you're my new recruits.
Can you give him an Italian accent? So
No.
Oh.
So I can play that angle here in a few minutes.
Like to play that angle a little better. You're my new recruits. Well, I'd say welcome to the Void, but it's not a welcoming place. You're here for whatever reason the gods have bestowed it. You probably don't like it. You probably won't like it, but that's how the world works. Down here in the Void, there are 2 rules. Number 1, you do your job. Number 2, don't screw up your job. Do those 2 things, and we'll get along famously. There are no guards down here. We monitor ourselves. We do our jobs, we fill our quota, we go to bed, we get up, we're fed, we're alive. And that's all most of us can say. You'll be assigned your duties based on your abilities or strengths. And that's all I've got. Any questions?
What's your name, friend?
You may call me Caden. The head of the prisoners, if that you can call it that.
Well, how'd you get that illustrious job?
No one else would do it.
Oh, so you're a prisoner down here as well? Is that correct?
That is correct.
Oh.
Before I became head, this place was a dark hellhole where you couldn't be guaranteed the next hour of your life.
So you brought order to the chaos and everyone gets along a little better.
That's how it works. We
Love
live,
it.
we survive.
I like you.
You mess up the order, you go out to swim. Very simple.
Well, thanks for that introduction. And who are your 2 friends here?
He glances back at the 2 back here. Other heads of the organizations down here. Some of you will be working for them, which means that you will get to know them a little bit better. This one, he points to the Minotaur, is Grundor. He's in charge of the structure. Repairs, rebuilds, that sort of thing. Making sure that this place doesn't collapse on itself due to the immeasurable weight of the water that we are under. And he points to the other one and he goes, this is the giant Goliath who's just kind of staring forward. This is... He doesn't have a name, he has a number. This is 24601. And he goes, hello! And he goes back to like stoic. He's like,
Wow.
he likes to sing.
Funny.
Anyhow, 24601 is the quartermaster. He's in charge of clothes, supplies, things that we need down here.
How do you get him to sing? How do you get you to sing, 24601?
I have no idea what you're talking about. 24601 doesn't know he sings. He just does it. It's part of his culture or something like that. Where I am from, everyone talks like this.
So he's Irish.
What's Irish?
So he's fantasy Irish.
What's that?
Kestis has a weird moment. He's like, oh, God, what was that?
Yeah, for a moment, he like phases out of
Semen reality.
existence. Sees beyond the void.
Yep. He looks at people at a table. What's this?
Great, Kestis, I noticed you phased out there. How do we get out? Can I do it again?
That's the way to escape the void is metagame.
You're one of them Sphinx cats.
Yes.
Oh, damn it.
As Connie turns
Yeah.
around and addresses Barrios,
I'm
you
never
watch
mind.
Caden look and he goes, the fuck?
Hi, Caden.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, this is rich. I thought you were in the Scared Straight program and got out of here. What the hells are you doing back?
Listen, I know better than to try and quote-unquote put you in your place, but that's not exactly how you should address the North Star, looking to guide you home.
Oh.
You were in a Scared Straight program.
No.
You don't know.
I came to the Void. I'll handle this, Caden, thank you. I came to the void. I served my nickel just like anyone else would. When I heard I was going to get out, I told everyone, hey guys, don't worry. One day, the North Star will return, and he will guide you home. Here I am, fulfilling my promise, and you just want to laugh at me right in my face.
So he's a prophesied savior, not some kind of snitch, whatever you call it.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and make your check for this.
Got it.
Does it count as a prophecy if you make it about yourself and you
Sure.
fulfill it yourself?
Yeah,
It's a self-fulfilling
those
prophecy.
are the best kind.
I'm going to take a
14.
Kestis blinks out of existence again,
inspiration.
thinking about Dune 2.
15.
15.
Yeah.
prophecy fulfilled.
I don't think anyone except for. Hang on, let me double check one character because I think you passed with a 15, but I'm just gonna double check here.
That's horrifying.
Crayon.
Let me see.
That's it. If RuPaul designed Benito Mussolini.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah. You. He just kind of. Caden kind of nods and goes, right. The North Star. Well. Hope you can keep your promise to save the prisoners. North Star.
So here's the thing. I've brought with me a crack team and a couple others to help us all escape. Well, all of us that should escape. There's a couple guys in here that definitely should stay. But you...
Yeah.
and a
All
few
or
others?
nothing.
No, it would definitely be nothing then. We would have to stay here forever.
I mean, he did escape from this place one time, right, Barrios?
Didn't we sort of cover that he was just allowed to go free?
That was
Hey, an escape's an escape in my
that
book.
was the joke.
History's written by the winners. So ultimately, yes, in a rude to boot way, I did in fact escape.
Oh, sure, because if we look around right now, we sure do seem like winners.
Yeah, we will be, and then we will write history.
Didn't you say there was absolutely no hope?
Shit, yeah. No,
Yesterday,
when?
you were all sort of
Quite literally.
No.
dour about the state of things.
Oh no, that was when we saw that man immolated in a field. That was there's absolutely no hope. But now that we're at the void, and I can fulfill my promise to Caden that we in fact are here to liberate them, we are the North Star, set to guide them home. There is hope, because we are the new hope.
Listen, sometimes you don't have, the need to look for hope until you're hopeless. I get it.
And now we're hopeful.
I mean, I don't know that we found the hope yet.
Yeah, I'm
just
not
saying,
there
like,
either. No.
yeah. But hey, about our
Things could get
situation.
better.
About our situation here. I'm gonna give you the escape. I'm gonna say you got out of here. Someone got out of here. I think maybe, like in most things, a thing seems impossible just because, the right set of eyes didn't look at it the right way. I think with how many prisoners are in here?
1,200.
Hey, that's a lot of ideas. That's a lot of perspectives. I think if we pooled our intellects together, we might be able to figure out how to get out of here for good.
And here's the clarifying point. Regardless of how I did in fact leave this place, can you tell me how many people ever have left the void?
None.
One. I did it once. I could do it again.
All right. If you choose to believe the con man, then one.
I mean, you said he was here, right?
He was.
And I was with him there, right?
Yeah.
So he left, right?
He was given a ticket out.
He left. All I'm saying is we have proof that some people get out, that it is possible to get out.
And I will minor illusion a little star above my head. Oh, sorry, that's me.
Now, one thing.
Does it work? Does a minor illusion
Mhm.
work?
Can we do
We
spells?
can use
Yeah.
magic again?
Yeah.
Ah,
That's exciting.
Yeah, feel
Thank
free to
goodness.
use any magic you want.
fireball.
I'm not going to do much around here.
Zook, no!
What's the name of the guy who's in charge of the facility?
Caden.
Caden. His name's Caden.
No, the one in charge of upkeep.
The
That's 24601.
Grunt. Oh, no, it's the other one. It's Grundor,
Grundor.
and not Grundle.
Oh,
Like
I
I wrote
put-
down the
I
first
put-
time.
I
Okay,
put
I thought it was
Grundy.
Grundle.
Grundor.
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 Now you Mr. Grundle.
I wrote it down. I said that can't possibly be correct, and I tried again.
All right. I gotta go do some other stuff while you all fantasize about leaving. This usually happens for the first couple weeks.
I do have one question for you.
Sure.
Get him.
Because Wyatt's watched a lot of like prison like movies and stuff like that.
Who's the biggest
movies.
guy in this place? Who's the biggest guy?
The biggest?
The biggest
over
guy.
his
Who
shoulder.
is?
It's a Minotaur.
Didn't you do -1 damage to the last thing you punched?
You know how bunnies like sometimes you pick them up and they'll like against you.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's
The
him.
biggest would be our friend Coffee. He lives 6 levels down.
Coffee? Okay. Good to know.
Oh no.
All right. I'll leave you to it.
Thrown into the ocean.
Expect your assignments within the next couple hours.
Is there like a pamphlet or something I can read about this place?
No.
Where do we get chow? Where's the snacks?
Food is served midday in your rooms.
Just the one time?
One time.
It's a hearty meal.
Is it like something that you can set aside a little bit to ration out throughout the day? I'm more of a like snacker than I am like a one big meal kind of.
Do
like,
whatever the hell you want with your food. It's served once a day.
Like a
when
snake
you clearly
meal.
weren't elected with a personality like that. Jeez, I was just asking.
You learn emotions get in the way of surviving down here. You'll figure it out soon enough.
Listen,
That's him
Welcome.
on a good day.
Welcome to the void. And he turns around and walks away. Grundor just and steam comes out their nostrils, and they turn around and walk away. The Goliath. So long, farewell.
Great, there's our first copyright strike as a podcast.
Julie, no.
Anyhow, yeah.
please,
So now you have a chance
don't
to.
let me become so guarded and closed off like those guys.
Oh, believe me, I've known for years he's got some demons hidden in there.
Okay. Whew. Wow.
But seriously, we cannot liberate everyone in this place.
Well, liberate? I'll be honest with you. Hey, Connie.
With like a glint in his eyes.
He's like, I mean, it's been a while since I've had food daily. What do you say we just become the next shot callers of the void? Eh?
The next shot collars of the void.
Yeah.
What? Shot collars.
Not shock collars.
Not shot collars.
oh,
Yeah, we're underwater. I don't know if an electric collar is a good idea down here.
As
Shot
long as
collars,
you're not-
shot
you're just
collars, whatever it
standing
is.
in a puddle. Huh? Yeah, shot collars.
Shot me
Sure.
over here.
Well, I will
Just
tell
saying.
you. I don't know if we need to take over from these guys, but definitely gain a little influence over them.
I want no responsibility.
I wonder what the
On
currency
this,
is.
the
around in
5th
this
day
place.
of Fantasy International Women's Day.
My one request was
Hey,
that we just
Mario,
drop
do you think you could
international.
minor illusion some cigarettes?
This
You
is-
said what?
Some cigarettes, so way we can get some stuff around this place?
This is
No, they would see right through that minor illusion.
Ah, shit.
do we have six? Sorry,
What sort of folks are down here that we shouldn't let
that's
everyone
what,
out?
yeah, that's what I wanted.
Well, so in theory, the Void is the highest security prison that exists in all of Tarun Mall.
Yeah, we've heard that.
Yeah, but they put us in here. Like it maybe place is just filled with a bunch of patsies that got set up.
I'm
Yes.
practically a baby.
I think
She's practically a baby.
I'm a teenager.
so. That's what I'm saying. I do believe.
I don't even think I'm supposed to be able to go to adult
I
prison.
don't think so.
You were tried as an adult. I was there.
We weren't tried at
and
all.
I'm a cutie pie. People know that.
You made me think of in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs when it's the grown man playing the baby on the tuna on the sardine. I'm a cutie pie.
Little baby Brent, baby
Yeah,
Brent.
baby Brent. Yeah. Yeah, no, so I do believe that there are people here who are wrongly imprisoned. But then there are some people here who are very rightly imprisoned. You know, I murdered my mother and kept her in the attic for 3
You
decades.
did what?
Well, you know, like there are people that have done that are here. I cut off a man's face to escape another high security prison.
Oh my god.
That guy's 8 floors down.
You never should have been released from here. You are the kind of person who belongs in
No,
this place.
I didn't.
Zuke's taking notes on everyone. Just
Yeah, there are some seriously messed up people among the
Oh,
1200.
you didn't do all that.
No, sir.
Oh my gosh, I'm sure it's like so intelligent too, of like the hierarchy of the systems down here, and
It's like when Peralta gets matched up with a cannibal.
just like that.
So that's why I say there are some people it would be good to rely on their expertise in certain things. But then there are other people where it's like, hey, I don't care what you're good at. You're a horrible person.
Where do those people stay? Where are their cells?
And Barrios looks out just down.
Straight down? The really bad ones are down?
Yeah,
At the bottom?
typically.
This is so good.
As
This is
as
great.
you're saying
How
that,
far down
another
does this thing go?
Yes.
as you guys are talking, out of the cell adjacent to you guys, a guy steps out and just kind of stretches, and he's like, "Ugh, morning," and he walks away, and you recognize him as Sean Shank, a guy who has stabbed at least 800 people.
I wonder if he's looking for some redemption.
I'm sure of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my buddy Sean. Yes, he can't turn anything into a weapon. You're wondering why the Minotaur has one horn? When he got into this place, he had only shanked 700 people.
How long has he been here? It doesn't seem like he's doing much work.
18 months. 4 days.
He's been here. What time is it? 48 hours.
So Shanks,
Yeah.
are you one of like the real baddies in here?
Oh, hold on. No. Shanks, this is my bad. This is my bad.
He's like,
Shanks, remember, I'm Barrios. And I would
Barrios, what's up, man?
I would use a toothbrush. This is my friend. Go ahead and tell Shanks what you would stab someone with. That is how you introduce yourself.
Oh. Hello, Shanks. My name is Connie. Connie the Reach. Connie the Rocket. Connie the gonna stab someone with my finger right here. I just make it real stiff and then channel my chi.
That's a terrible stabbing technique.
Sounds hot.
Oh, would you like to give me some pointers?
Of course. He attacks you.
he'd love to give you some pointers.
Shank.
Good God. What kind of advantage does he roll with?
So 4 attacks. One of them was a nat 20.
Jonathan Shank.
You only take so nat 20 that would be 4. So 8 points of piercing damage as all of a sudden some sharp object immediately gets stabbed into your chest, your arm. You're just like ta 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 as he immediately begins to start stabbing you, and just starts and just freaking out. There's like starting to foam at the mouth. Is anyone doing anything at this point as Connie's now being stabbed before he goes?
Calm emotions.
What happens?
20-foot radius. Everybody has to make a charisma saving throw, and they can choose to fail it.
What's the DC?
That's crazy. 16.
Seems like they give that.
That's
key
2.
and-
He fails.
key and
I'm calm.
He
Maybe we just all go to discussing what we would like to stab people with again, but without Sansa stabbing, maybe. Not without
Sean,
Sansa, just Sansa.
This is my friend. She probably would use knitting needles or something of that sort.
Oh, I was going to say flute.
Good
You
morning.
barely know me.
That's on
Oh,
me.
hi, my name's Nell. A flute.
Hi, I'm
Stunning strike.
Sean Shanks.
That'll work. 21?
Did you
21
pass your
hits.
Did you pass
Oh, yeah.
your calm emotions?
Great
Stunning strike.
question.
Yeah, make a
I did
charisma.
it calmly.
I struck him stunningly,
He
calmly.
did it calmly.
What'd you roll?
18.
Okay.
-4.
You know what? Disadvantage.
No, so he's like, hi. Swat! Drops.
Wow, I did not expect that.
Damn it,
Well, he's
Connie.
stunned, so it's...
Wait, damn it, Connie. What? Sorry, what?
He's stunned. That's why he dropped.
No,
He's
no.
not unconscious,
I'm
he's
not
just
talking
stunned.
to God. I'm
Oh,
talking to... Your friend stabbed me. That hurts.
Oh,
Does anyone
you're
want to
just like-
fix this?
You're like,
Yeah.
So down here in the
What the hell? And then you're gonna yell at me for punching
yes,
him?
down here in the void, you
sorry.
have to be aware of everyone else's culture. You can't just punch him for stabbing you.
No, he can't just stab me for asking him to give me pointers.
Do you know anything about his culture?
I mean, haven't you ever heard of stab culture?
No!
Technically, he did give you pointers. 4
He
of them.
achieved the rank of Stab-Eye in his
shut
local
up.
council.
I'm talking to you. Huh?
I will say, it does
You
say
get 12 points of healing.
Thank you.
the
Sorry-
target
sorry,
is
Mr.
indifferent.
Coney.
Oh no, you don't. You apologize. You're great.
No,
I love
I wasn't expecting a man to do so much stabbing so quickly.
No,
Sorry,
me
hold on.
either.
Listen, let me try that again. Sorry, I didn't think that there was going to be so much stabbing so quickly. But honestly,
emotions.
I'm pretty. I think I'm okay with
I'm
it.
glad you're so calm about all this because I'm freaking out over here.
When this is happening, White's gonna go over and pick up the shank from.
Yeah, I'm really curious
guy-
as to what I just got shanked with. It was
Yeah.
so fast. I didn't
shank.
see it. What is that?
It's nothing.
What was
I mean, dude.
Sleight of hand.
Not 20. I wanted
For
to see,
what?
I want to identify whatever the hell that shank was.
It's your perception versus his sleight of hand.
Kestis, would it help you to know that you will grow numb to the shankings and the stabbings?
I mean, I think it's pretty okay. All things
Marius, have you
considered.
ever
not.
considered he's a child? Maybe you shouldn't be growing
No, I
numb
think
to
it's
this.
fine.
He's a kid. He's
Well,
a
thank
little
you for healing
kid.
me.
Yeah, but there's also the reality we
No
could be
problem,
here a while.
buddy.
17.
Yeah, he sees it. It's a. It looks to be some sort of a, like, clay or mud knife.
Bar of soap.
It's a
Yeah.
poop knife.
It's just like a hardened clay,
Made it out of mud.
like mud or clay. Yeah.
I
Should
will
I be
say.
worried about like infection with this thing?
I don't think magic.
Nothing
once
a
you
little
get
seawater
infected, I
can't
think you're
clean up.
probably fine. And if you get infected, I'll just magic it again.
Thanks.
Everything is a-okay.
Oh no, Stone Kestis is here.
So he's indifferent until he is attacked or harmed.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, he's currently stunned on the ground.
sure, I'm
So
just
he's no
saying.
longer indifferent, but he is
will not be
unconscious.
indifferent once he.
No, that's
Oh,
fine.
that's only
He
6
perks up.
seconds though.
No, he's
It's
for
concentration.
the sake of the game. He's stunned. He's like,
How
like,
long
just-
does calm emotions last?
that's a great
Until the end of my next turn. Oh, sorry, calm them.
Up to a minute.
yeah. So you guys can leave this area very easily and just let him just kind of recover on his own.
Yep.
So,
I don't know if I feel comfortable doing that. I kind of want to just tie him up or drop him over the.
No, that's a very bad
Why?
idea. That's a slippery
What's
slope.
wrong with that?
You don't commit murder in a place of murderers.
Didn't you just want to save everybody a few
He
minutes
was
ago?
just
and now
committing
you wanna
murder on
drop him?
me.
You seem
No,
okay.
he greeted you. And I really hastily write, "Sorry you fell" on a piece of paper, and I put it on his on his chest while he's on the ground.
after a
Gaslighter
few minutes of kind of conversing, you are greeted by another prisoner who kind of beckons you all and kind of leads you further down into the void itself, and you are all distributed with jobs. So we'll start with Zook. You are given the task of diver.
Diver?
Connie, you are. As they're like kind of, they tell Zook he's a diver. They look at you like, "Are you a good swimmer, or you more of a
I'm a
What are you good at?
I'm a decent swimmer. I'm a really good climber. What
we
kind of
do.
things are you looking for? I climb good.
if you're a good swimmer, then we're gonna send you as a diver. But if you
I'm a
climb good, you can.
fine swimmer. I'm a great climber.
Well,
I jump a lot.
Fortunately, we
I
need
bounce around. I don't fall
need more.
very fast.
we need more swimmers than we need climbers. So you're a diver.
I'll get knocked down, but I get up again.
And he stops and looks at you.
Oh, I'm a good hider. Do you need any hiders?
No, good, thank you.
Hail Haida.
He looks at Kestis. He's like, "Oh God, it's a centaur. What do you do?"
Whoa.
He's a diver.
I'm not a.
You
Doubt
swam
it.
that one time real
Doubt
good,
it.
remember?
I did swim one time.
Yeah.
I probably am not a diver.
No, that's fine.
But I could be a fish, if you need that.
You can turn into a fish.
Yeah, and all sorts of other things.
Like a big fish or a little fish?
I could be a big fish if you need me to be a big fish. I could be a little fish also.
How long can
I've
you-
seen big and little fish before.
How long can you do that?
A few hours.
Perfect. You're a diver.
Okay.
What are you good
Up
at?
top.
I'm real good at watching people.
Cool. You're quartermaster. What about you?
Huh.
I think I would make a beautiful politician, a shining beacon, and a representative of these people.
Quartermaster. What about you?
I think I would be a beautiful politician, a shining beacon, if you will. What were you gonna keep going?
No.
Mess hall.
What? What'd you say?
Mess hall.
That's
All right.
fair.
It's because you don't have any hair to get into the food.
I still wear a hairnet and have a cigarette coming out the side of my mouth.
All right.
Actively
so,
ashing it into the mashed potato.
So the
My
two
ash
that-
potato.
The two that are assigned to quartermaster, your daily jobs will be supplies, mending clothes, making sure that every cell has what is needed, and also you spend most of your day creating what they call floats, which are these like animal hide bubbles filled with air. And we'll see what those are here in a
Where
little.
do
You were
they
gonna tell
get
me
the
I was gonna make
animals?
everybody root beer floats. I was like, this is awesome.
This is the best prison ever.
Job is making root beer floats.
So good.
Can you
I
do
do
that?
Replace
think it
one
was
with
a bad
Dr. Pepper.
idea to leave me with all the supplies.
Make floats. And he shows
Ball
up and-
bearings.
Oh no!
Collars. Oh, those are really.
You're
Better.
given mess hall, which is very straightforward. You help
trying to
make the
fix
food.
Yeah.
The food is a very simple, like dense,
You
like
can do a worse one.
corn, like bread almost.
It's not like Snowpiercer.
Sure.
It's not like that, is it?
The movie or the
It's
show?
very simple.
Movie.
It's very similar to that. It's just it's a high density, like high protein food that
Oh, Proloaf.
kind of, yeah.
Okay, got it.
But yeah, so that is what you're given to do most days. So just so you know, that'll be your kind of your day-to-day thing. For the rest of you,
Divers.
you are divers. As you guys are brought down to the base of the void itself, you see at the very bottom of this prison, the ocean is open. There's just water. And so you can see at the very bottom here, there is several kind of like lockers and storage areas down here at the very, very bottom. Some like docks that kind of stretch out into the water itself before it goes down into pretty much blackness. As you're all brought down there, you can see there's several dozen other individuals who are all prepping to dive down. They have these like canvas bags that they have slung across their shoulders that look to be, you can reach in there. They're grabbing these small pickaxes and little looks like harvesting tools, and each of them are given this strange little gem that is the shape of kind of like a heart but a little more geometrical, and it's kind of this greenish blue in color, and everyone's given one. And so when it's handed to you, they're like, the instructor hands it to you and goes, "This is a arcane rebreather. Gives you about an hour's worth of air down there. That's about all you get. Once a day, they recharge them and we can use them. Your job is to dive down with the rest of the divers and look for obsidian coral. It's a blackish purple rock that grows down there. Kind of looks like coral, but it's much harder and denser. Your job is to harvest as much as you can, bring it back up. Your quota is a bag a day."
Okay.
All right, what happens if we don't make our quota?
If we don't send the quota up at the end of the day, they send someone to swim.
They send what? Someone to swim? Like
That's right.
without a rebreather taken?
Oh no, you get a rebreather.
You don't get to come back in?
Nope.
Okay, hold on. If we don't make our quota, so like in total. All right, so it sounds to me like we should be trying to get more than one bag in case someone doesn't make it. I mean,
Get as much as you can, but once you hit a bag, you come straight back with it. No chance. No.
why don't you give me 2 bags?
Afraid I can't do that. 2 bags is too many. If you weigh yourself down or tire yourself out before your hour's up, then we lose the whole bag. Best to just get your bag and get back here as fast as you can. Oh, and watch out for reef hammers and ghostfish.
Okay. Reef hammers and goes. Well, how do we deal with those?
If you see one, you get the hells out of there.
I don't know what they are. What are they?
Anything that's living down in. If you see it and it's alive, get the hell out of there. Very simple.
Aye, Captain.
All right, divers in, and he rings some sort of a bell, and all of these, one by one, these divers just whoosh into the water to go. You guys, I'm assuming you're going.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So you dive into this frigid water.
Is obsidian coral like coral, where it's a living thing?
You don't know.
I've heard what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast locate animals or plants and see if I can locate some obsidian coral.
Interesting.
Real coral is animals, so
That is a good. That's a good observation.
Hi, kids. Welcome to today's show. We're talking about real corals and animals.
I don't know. It's making me think of Dr. Steve Brule.
It's like if Julia
No,
was
he-
a child.
He kind of reminds me of Jimmy Fallon's character on the Very Good Talk Show.
that's so funny. I thought I was getting Andy Samberg as Mark Wahlberg. Hey, donkey, we should do a movie together. How's your mother?
I was getting Julia Childs drunk, trying to tell you about coral.
All right.
It was pretty much all of this thing.
I would say it's an interesting
Brian
spell to
Fellows.
cast. However, it is just mineral, so it is not something that you would be able to locate.
Oh, okay. We'll try something else tomorrow.
But you all dive in one by one and begin to swim down into the depths. It is almost entirely pitch black down here. A little bit of magical light from the void itself is kind of emanating in this like circle that you can see if you look behind you. But the deeper you go, after probably 5 or 6 minutes of just swimming down, your eyes begin to adjust, and you can kind of see glimpses of shapes and outlines. The entirety of the void is set on this shelf of stone that stretches out into the ocean, and you guys are basically going under to the underside of this large kind of cliff face and searching for obsidian coral. Following the majority of the swimmers, you can make your way probably 10 minutes out into this this area, and you can see that they're looking for obsidian coral on the underside of this rock shelf that you're on, and they're using their tools to kind of pick at it as best they can to kind of remove rock to see if they can find it. It is definitely not a conducive way to do it, being that they are underwater and your swings are not, you're fighting against motion as you do that. But go ahead, any of you who are down here, and I'll let you do perception or investigation to see if you can find obsidian coral.
So, I'm going to do the searching phase as a reef shark.
Okay.
Maybe I can get away from where some other people have sort of picked things clean.
Absolutely.
And then if I see something, I'll turn back into
Okay, yeah.
me and use tools and
Yeah.
stuff.
Smart guy.
Not a good searcher, though.
Oh, you just turned.
What'd you roll?
into the
11.
shark
11.
and-
12.
12.
13?
14.
14. Almost. I'd have made it an automatic win if you guys did 11, 12, and 13. That'd been great.
I'm gonna turn that into a 15. I'm gonna
Okay.
use one of my knack for it.
Sure.
D6s.
Oh yeah, both of you also can use your knack for it if you like.
15.
Or what?
Your knack for it? Do you not remember? It's
Hold on,
2d6
2d6 per day?
2d6 you can use per day.
Oh.
You can use either both of them or one of them in whatever form you want.
That'll work.
All right. 17.
There you go. So 17, 15, and
15.
15. Well, 15 is the base DC to find obsidian coral. It's
cool
So
that you
yeah,
remember
after
the
about
rules.
20 minutes of roaming around and adjusting to the light and kind of seeing where everyone else looks, you can find this dark black purplish material that does give a little bit of a shimmer in the water, which does make it easier to find amongst the mostly gray and black of everything down here. And you can see as you're going, you can see there are a couple people who seem to be using their own arcane abilities to cast some sort of a light spell. You can see some light, some dancing lights, and other spells that are cast to kind of help illuminate areas. But as you're down here, you can see that there are several pockets of it. It is most of the top surface of this stone is clean, so people are having to dig and find veins deeper into it. So you can even see some places where there are fissures of stone where people are actually going up into it, which is equally terrifying. But after about a half hour's worth of searching, I would say most of you get a pretty decent size bag. Don't know if it's necessarily a full bag, but it feels close enough.
It's got to be full.
Well, it feels good for you. And at this point, as you guys are harvesting at the half hour mark,
Women's Month.
at about the half hour mark, you can see that most of the other swimmers are beginning to make their way back towards the entrance. So you can either choose to stay out here or follow them.
I want to stay out. I want to get a little more.
Sure.
Connie wants to pocket some of this, wrist pocket some of it.
Sure, certainly.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make another perception check for me.
Zook can breathe underwater for up to an hour or two. So, do we have to go back like with the group, or it's just
no,
as
it's
long
just
as we
you
have
know
the
that
bag?
you know that your hour is at least halfway up at this point. So,
Oh, okay.
15.
15. Yeah. Looking around, you can find a couple more pockets of the coral that you can find a couple more pieces of to fill your bag, and yeah, you can take a piece and go ahead and put it. And you're casting the spell wrist pocket out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll a d20 for me and tell me what the number is.
What? 5.
You hold it in your hand and do whatever incantation you know to do to dispel it into that plane. And as you do, you watch it disappear from this space, and then all of a sudden there's a streak of reality tear, and it appears back in this space.
Well, shit. And then he just starts, like, shoving the excess stuff that he's found. He just, like, puts it in his tunic. He's just, like, he's filling all of his... He's going to show up and be like, can't give me 2 bags, huh? But he's not going to say that. He's just going to...
So you put a few more in there as you go. Yeah, and then is everyone making their way back? Anyone else doing anything?
I'm going to take an extra moment to just see if I can see any of those fish or critters we were warned about, to see if I can get a good look at anything.
Make a perception check for me.
I was also gonna try to see if I can get more and put some in my shell.
Yeah, go ahead and make another perception check to see if you can find it.
That's a 9.
9.
The rolls are not on my side.
What? What'd you roll?
2.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna have to come back tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't see any creatures down here, and you don't seem to find anything else. So, after about the 45-minute mark, you all are wrapping up your adventures and can make your way back with the stragglers towards the entrance.
Connie wants to try something out of curiosity.
Yeah, go for it.
He's going to attempt to shadow step.
Okay.
Being slightly concerned about the wrist pocket not working so well.
Yeah, you project yourself to a shadow within this perpetual darkness.
I mean, it's all, I figure, like, basically anything. He can
Easy
go
enough.
to the end of his sight, pretty much.
Yeah, easy enough. You can shadow step.
Again.
Easy enough.
All right.
Okay. Heading back to the entrance, you see everyone is unloading their coral into these large canvas bags that have this strange kind of animal hide balloon attached to them. As everyone hands them in, you can see that another group of divers is getting ready to go down, and you guys are relieved to go get your meal is what you're told to do. So yeah.
Hey, Zook, what's the deal with this coral?
Would I know?
Make a Arcana check.
Oh, dang.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
You're Arcana.
Me?
I'm gonna use
No, you're
not all
Arcana.
my other knack.
Go for it.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
right.
16.
16. Studying this rock for the moment that you're here, you're like, it does give you thoughts of being magically susceptible. So you know that there are arcane focuses. There are stones that can absorb magics or distribute magics easier than other stones, like a diamond versus, a piece of granite. This one seems to be very susceptible to arcane influences. You're not sure to what extent, but I mean, with more time, you probably could extract a little bit more information from it. Just for the kicks and giggles, go ahead and give me a history check as well.
No. 8.
No? Okay.
8.
That's not.
Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell to you.
That's what I want. What does Connie know about this using history or cult? I'm guessing.
Make a history, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Culture check. Yeah.
Not a damn thing.
2.
2.
Yeah, nothing about this strikes you as familiar or something that you would know.
All I know is it'll take magic really well.
Well, I want to find out why they're using this forced labor to do this. I mean, this seems like a pretty big, intense operation, and secretive, and it's got all the hallmarks of like a project that people don't want other people to know about,
Mm-hmm.
You can ask anybody. There are dozens of prisoners around you. You can ask anybody if you feel like you would like to.
Hello there, prisoner.
Hey,
What's your name, my friend? I am Connie.
my name.
Mm-hmm.
You can call me Cold Feet Luke.
Cold Feet Luke. Well, very good to meet you. I was...
my son's name is Luke.
Is it? I don't care.
Yeah, his son's name is Luke. Well, I don't know. I've never been in the real lockup before. I've been in local places a few times and everything.
Sure.
Always got out, but
Yeah.
how does this work around here? I tell you what I'm in for, and then we kind of get to know each other.
Yeah, if you want.
Well, I've been wrongfully accused of killing my uncle. Yeah, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
What
that's
didn't you do?
Oh, no, I did it.
Oh, wow. I
killed
like
my-
this place. Okay,
Killed my
well,
wife
then
before our wedding day.
You did what?
I killed my wife before our wedding day.
So you killed your bride, because if it was after your wedding day, it would have been your wife.
Your fiance, technically.
I
she's
think
not
you
your
need
wife.
to... Yeah.
Yeah, seems like a technicality.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Yep, I killed her.
So
Thank
bride
you for your
aside.
honesty.
Sure.
And this the
Beyond
5th
aside.
day
Well,
of
why'd you do that?
International Fantasy Women's
No
Month.
judgment.
I didn't wanna marry her.
Just trying to get... Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate your honesty.
With someone
Thank you.
outside.
No, I've
If I
been
can't
there.
have her,
Yeah.
nobody can.
Yeah, I've been there.
If I don't want her, no one can have her.
If I don't
It's
want to know...
incredibly
yeah.
toxic.
No one cannot want to...
Cool.
Didn't help. She
Cool
was a-
Feet Luke sucks.
Didn't help. She was a baroness, so.
Oh, well, you weren't given much choice then, I'm guessing. It was like either
Probably not.
kill her or kill yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, well, no
And
judgment.
clearly, that's worked out so
Can
well
you
for
tell me a
everyone
little more-
involved.
Can you tell me a little more about this place and like what? Mainly, I'm wondering about the obsidian coral and why we're harvesting it.
The warden wants it.
The warden wants it.
Yeah.
For what?
Don't know.
Okay, well, it was nice to meet you, Mr.
Nice to
Coldfeet.
meet you. Just walks off.
Can you write down that? Probably not one of the ones I want to let out.
Yeah, I didn't take notes on him.
Okay.
All right. The rest of you,
that
in your respective jobs, is there
He
any
was never here.
conversations you want to have with other prisoners or with each other? Anything you want to be doing while you are doing your day-to-day tasks? I won't role play your guys' tasks so much because it's pretty much very straightforward.
Oh no, I want a full scene from the bear.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah, chef. Mixed gruel.
The head of the mess kitchen looks at you. He's like, "For the 8th time, I don't need to be called chef. You don't need to say
Just
chef.
chef.
I'm not a chef.
Sorry, chef.
Not a chef. God damn it."
Come on, cousin. We gotta fire the gruel now. If I don't have gruel on table 9 in the next 18 seconds, I'm locking you in the walk-in.
Man, that was probably a really good impression of that show.
If I'd watched that show, I also would have.
I probably would have thought it was really good, and I know what you were talking about.
Man, way to take that beyond our expertise.
It's a great show.
It is a great show.
Okay, so
I feel like Mel is probably trying to find a way to like make the giving them their bedrolls and stuff really fancy with like bows.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay,
chocolates.
Origami.
Instantly better.
Oh my gosh, like we're folding towels and they're like swans and shit.
Oh, they're never gonna let
They're
us.
like, when he's like, you're in charge of mending. She's like, visible mending.
All 50-ish that you were able to do that day.
Oh, that's incredible. And I've had my nerd servant. He's
So
helping.
50? How many? 12?
He has a prison outfit
1200,
now. He has like a little orange jumper.
Oh, okay.
What?
All right.
That's every 24
24
days.
Yeah.
Everyone gets new bedrolls every 24 days. That's worth it.
20.
And it's probably the highlight of their month, dude.
Probably.
I got a butterfly. Holy shit!
I found out there's one guy who keeps burping to fill up the air bladders. It's the quickest way he can do it.
God, that's disgusting.
All right.
Do not.
They rise faster
like
than the other
a
ones.
cow with bloat.
Methane.
Just a centaur with colic. is
Oh
all it is.
no!
Oh, no.
There's just everybody knows there's like a sour balloon every once in a while.
It's just his little
Pray to God it
screw
doesn't-
you.
yeah.
that the guards
Pray to
up
God it
top.
doesn't pop. All right. So, any insights or things you guys want to be doing before we move on?
Do some stuff.
Yeah, I want to. Who all works in the mess hall with me? How many other people are in there?
Several. It's 1,200 prisoners all doing jobs. There's many of them. You can have your pick.
Is anyone not passionate about cooking that I can see?
Is there anybody with a distinct lack of passion in this prison?
Yes.
Okay.
Good answer.
Yes, there is one.
Anyone like not into this?
There's one individual. Looks like an old humanoid. His hair is slick, short hair slicked back. He's kind of got his face is scrunched up, and he's just kind of like grumbling as he like adds more protein to whatever this is.
I'm just gonna slowly walk over and just like start to grab the whisk out of his hand. Be like,
Don't get me wrong. I get it. This might not be for you.
and I'm just gonna try and start whisking his bowl instead.
I thought you were gonna put arms around him. That's what that looked like.
Let me show you how to
Like
do
ghosts.
this.
Yeah.
He looks. He's. What am I supposed to do?
Well, I tell you what, if you would like to take the big protein blocks and chop them into smaller protein blocks using the spoon, because we can't have knives, I think that given your natural squint, you would have the precision necessary to portion those out very well.
Natural squint.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
That's a good band name.
Yeah.
Natural Squint.
Natural Squint
You've
is a
kinda
good
got
band name.
Nice natural squint.
Yeah. 9.
9.
I've got a natural squunch.
Man, she's something.
Not quite as manly as a squint.
Guys!
Like a natural squinch.
Tim.
You.
I love that you and Drew have done Blue Room together for eons, and now that they are the kids in Blue Room, she's like, "It wasn't me, Mr. Calvin."
Yeah. You roll a 9. He looks at you. He's like, "You feeling lucky, punk?"
No, not necessarily. I'm in the void.
Right. Protein squares.
I'm just
And
saying.
he
like,
goes over and just starts taking a spoon and carving out of them. Just.
I just like holler over my shoulder, like, "If you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life."
Oh my gosh.
Just keeps going at it.
And I just look at the quartermaster of the mess hall. I'm just like,
It's somewhere between Dirty Harry and Sling Blade is what you're doing.
the dirty sling blade.
Dirty Blade.
Well, he didn't ask his name, so he'll never know. So.
He's not long for the mess hall. I don't need
Yeah,
his
he's
name.
dead. You could tell he was dying.
Trying to get this guy to swim tomorrow.
Okay. The other two of you.
So I want to know. So we're in the commissary then, I guess.
Sure.
right? So is this like typical like prison commissary?
You tell us.
You tell
buddy.
me, Matt.
Wow.
I've never been in a prison,
Hold
so I
on.
don't know
Are
what
we
a
finding
typical...
Where do
out
they
something
keep the
special
menthol
about
cigarettes?
Matt?
No, I'm just saying I've watched plenty of movies and TV shows that
Sure.
commissaries where they're gonna get everything ranging from like it's the same place that like people will call and be like, "Hey, can you put money in my commissary account?" Like they can get more special things in commissary.
Yeah, they can get like
basing
beef
this
ramen.
around the TV show where Darth Vader tattooed the
Like,
map of prison.
It's
on
where
his
they
back?
would get ramen and stuff like that. What?
Are you basing this around the TV show where Darth Vader tattooed the prison on his back?
No.
Okay. That's Prison Break.
I'm just wondering, like, is it just like more basic than that, like just like
It's-
toiletries and bedrolls, or is there like actual like commissary account?
Like
that
good
they might
goods.
Is it
have?
the
No.
grocery store or
No.
It's
It's a mess hall.
It's I mean, it's very rudimentary. It's whatever you can scrounge down here. There is no supplies.
thrown together
So I could
cafeteria?
technically make some void hooch and sell it in the commissary. I'm not saying I want to. I'm just saying, like, if it's what we can scrounge around
Hey,
and it's
Sure.
a tool for
It's
bargaining,
D&D.
then
Make
maybe I'll do
go
it.
ahead and make void hooch. This is going to be
Brewery
a
check.
medicine check.
If it's bad, it'll be avoided.
I'm ready with my survival check, BTW.
I mean, it's not great.
What
It's
you
gonna-
guys
It's gonna
missed.
be some a 6. That's gonna be some
6.
nasty hooch.
Ooh.
It's just,
Yeah.
it just.
It's my
spit.
first time. It's my first time.
It's pretty terrible. Do you wish to serve it to people?
No, I'll just keep trying
Good call.
to. What do I need to do to?
Roll higher.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
to practice.
obviously, like, it's what you can scrounge together.
Yeah.
Is that something that I can just like find on the grounds what I might need and come back?
You tell me, dude. I don't know.
Because otherwise, I'll just keep rolling until I make some good hooch.
Yeah,
This
well,
is
you're
what I'm
not
saying.
rolling right now, so roll better next time, or
Ooh.
give me reasons
Okay.
why you would roll better next time. That's
Toilet
all.
hooch next time.
All I can tell you. I don't know how to make
I
it.
mean, it's just like a recipe. You taste it real quick, figure out what you need, and you do it better next time.
Yeah, just.
It's not
Okay,
hard,
then
you
that's
just.
how you do it.
A new batch.
And that's how you do it.
I've got the perfect
So-
person for you then.
I can only do that. I guess what I'm saying is how long do I gotta wait till I can make my net?
Whenever I tell you, you can roll again.
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
I just want a bargaining chip.
No,
just
you're
in
fine.
case,
That's
you
hey.
know, or a way
you-
to like loosen somebody's lips if we need to talk.
You do what you want to do.
Yeah.
If you want,
Unbutton your top button. You'll go.
that's how you do it. Anyone else? Nell, anything?
Nope, just folding towel and
All right.
having
So
a grand time.
your day concludes. You guys can regather together in a common area if you would like to, or you can prepare for bed. There's not much beyond your day-to-day tasks that you have to do here. So if there's anything beyond that you wish to do extracurricularly, that is up for you to decide.
I think I'm gonna take up push-ups.
Okay. Make a strength check.
14.
You do 14 push-ups.
Okay, I'm gonna keep. If I hit 1,000 before we get out of here, I get a +1 to my strength.
I'll consider it.
Yes.
Considering you can only go 20 at a time, that's a pretty safe bet to make.
Anytime we're not doing anything, I do more push-ups.
I'm gonna do push-ups again.
And do it one more time. All right. Anyone else want to do anything? If you want to have conversations, cool. If not, I will just say the days are going to drag on.
Yeah, I'm gonna. We're all hanging out. This is the first day. Like, all right, first day on the outside. How's the water? Tepid, cool. What do you think? Seasonably warm?
Cold.
Okay.
Yeah, freezing.
We're pretty far down here, so cold.
Didn't bother me.
I was sort of while I was down there. I haven't done a lot of swimming, so I haven't done a lot of figuring out how it works. But I just barely ran out of air at the very end of that swim today, and I started to freak out for a second, and then I just started breathing. I'm pretty sure if I needed to, I could breathe water for a while, and I think if I put some work into it, I could make all of us do it.
Yes,
Okay.
do that. That is great news.
When you say all of us, do you mean all of us? Or
I
just
mean,
the swimmers.
Approximately up to 10 people.
For how long? Do you think?
Approximately 24 hours.
I think maybe before you,
I love how you're like approximately.
Approximately the exact specifications of the spell.
I feel that.
I think at the very least we're going to be down here for some time. it might be a good
24
idea.
hours if we all learn how to breathe water.
Yeah. It might be a good idea to kind of figure out the parameters of this ability. You know, so that way we're not like, okay, we're a mile underwater. Don't worry, guys, we've got a day, and then we have like 60 seconds and we're dead.
No,
Yeah,
I think
sure.
I'll do some
Testing,
experimenting with it first. But I also don't think we should just start swimming as soon as we know, because what's it like at the top? If 6 heads just sort of pop out of the water, I don't think we're gonna be especially well received.
I mean, I believe the island is the guard tower, so unless we were to swim a substantial distance away, wherever we pop our heads out, we would look like rubber ducks.
Yeah. I don't know how much they watch that island, though. I mean, there doesn't seem to be anyone really escaping.
It's true. It
Might
is
be worth a try.
Well, and we oh gosh, Stockholm syndrome already. We kind of police our own down here and make sure that no one attempts to escape in a way that would incur wrath upon all of us. And of course, there are other ways of making sure that everyone stays in line.
Well, here's the way I was seeing it. You know, they're having us do forced labor to cultivate this coral. We're sending it up for some reason. They say that the warden wants it, whatever that means. I mean, so there's some value in it. And, you know, they've established this whole place for a reason, and it must have cost a fortune to build. It's kind of insane and crazy.
How did they get the coral out of here?
I don't know that. It floats up in a balloon.
In
I'll
the
have to
burp
check
bag.
that out. Yeah, check that out more closely. But what I'm thinking is, like, so there's people who maintain the physical structure. What if they didn't? What would happen if this thing started to collapse?
Well,
They're gonna just let it go, or they're gonna send someone in to fix it, to save it, to do whatever? Are they gonna lose their entire enterprise and have to start from scratch?
Would Barrios know anything about that?
Make a history check.
I will restore.
Yikes.
Yeah, 4.
You have no idea?
The idea holds water to me, but the counterpoint would be that this is also our home, and if we let it fall into ruin, we will all embrace
Swim
our
to
watery grave.
Safety for 24 hours of water breathing.
Yes, but
It's gonna take quite a bit of time just to get straight up from here, though.
and we are
We don't
10
have 24
amongst
hours away.
1,200.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is, like, if the thing starts collapsing and nobody comes to rescue us, for us to then hijack their vessels and make our safe escape, completely destroying this thing in the meantime, well, then we fall back on we breathe water for 24 hours and get up there.
Might I ask how we plan on getting the other 1,194-ish prisoners on board with this
Very
idea?
good question.
I mean, I'm very persuasive, but I don't know if that would work.
I'm planting seeds here.
I mean, we could.
What?
Worst comes to worst, we have a meeting with Caden and kind of pitch some, softball some ideas around. We are the North Star.
And dancing lights over each of our heads.
Wow, we're the North Star now.
We do, I think, because I definitely can't read the spell description. We do have theoretically 4.
Did you come with a manual or something?
No, it's just up here.
Oh.
Just naturally talented. 4 additional paths to freedom that we could offer if instead of trying to get everyone out of here, we just got ourselves loose. The 6 of us get out. Some of these people, Mr. Connor, you got stabbed a bunch of times just earlier today. So some of these people should probably stay in prison.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe we just, if we need
I'm
to
still thinking I might just want to toss him over the railing.
Well, maybe
I'm
we
not
instead of trying to toss him over the railing, maybe we just leave him here.
Yeah.
And we
I'm
keep a
absolutely
bargaining
open to
chip
that.
of.
Well,
of
what is their
4.
incentive for getting better? Who would want to try
Right.
to aspire to anything here?
No.
You want it.
Absolutely not.
part of the point of the void is to, yeah.
Also, what if we had really big air bladders? You know, we could just.
Yeah, but then how do we regulate the pressure in our heads?
Not well, I imagine. That's our heads.
Well, if we all got inside of an air bladder, I'm just saying there are a lot of possibilities out here I don't think anyone's ever thought of.
I'm gonna experiment for the next couple of days while I'm in the water, see if I can come up with anything.
Yeah, there are a few prisoners who have been here for a very long time. Maybe we pick the brains and see if there's, anything that they know of. I don't know.
Don't talk to a guy named Luke.
Yeah.
Noted. Oh, Cool Feet Luke.
Yeah, don't like that guy.
Yeah, no. No. If he proposes to you, say no.
Do you have any useful friends down here? So far, all we've met is one guy who stabs a lot and one guy who killed a fiance.
I mean,
A lot.
they're useful depending on your circumstance.
Well, sure.
For a usefulness check, an investigation check, that's a 19.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of people. There's a group of really strong prison body style guys. Pole's crew are a bunch of guys who would be able to help. There is a Knoll who's pretty crafty at getting things. He's a fixer. His name is Snake. He's the one Knoll that's down here with an eye patch.
His name is what?
Snake. And
Oh my
Like
gosh.
Tristan?
what?
As in like solid snake?
What?
He's a wolf named Snake. What's hard to believe?
And then let me think.
Prison escape scam.
With a 19, I mean, everyone would know him. You know the longest residing prisoner. That would be Vodos.
He was born here.
So
Vodos has been here longer than anyone else.
And it's that word is Elvish for prisoner.
No.
So is there technically like a shot caller around here? Like
Yeah,
a
Caden.
big guy? It's Caden?
Caden is explicitly in charge of the entire void.
I mean, I could just assassinate him and take over the place.
I don't think it works quite that simply.
Why not? I'd say, hey, you're free. Let's do this thing.
What if we throw the entire place into chaos?
And what is this thing specifically?
I'm not saying that as a suggestion. I'm saying let's think about the logical conclusion.
I don't know. We're all on the same team. We just get the heck out of here. And then, as a celebration,
I
I
don't
give him
think
some
there's
hooch.
like a way up.
And to clarify, well, one, if we all go up, we all die because that's where the guards are. Two, we are very much not all on the same team because he got stabbed this morning. And I think I made an enemy.
I
You
think
said
that
was a
guy-
cultural thing.
I
You
think
said he
that
was
guy
saying
just
hi.
got excited.
It is. That's how he marks his enemies in his culture.
I think that guy just got excited.
Actually, I think
There
that's
we
how you
go.
mark enemies in just about any culture.
But
Usually-
explicitly in his culture.
Usually, if you stab somebody, that's a pretty good designator that they're your enemy.
The elves were like, I want to do it, but from a distance. So yeah, I mean, every culture has their own way of doing it.
Dwarves are like, I want to do
I
it,
mean-
but bluntly.
Yeah.
Elves
that's it.
doing it from a distance.
Yeah, we've got the
Dwarves
guards
doing it
up there, but at the
That's pretty
same
good.
time, is there enough guards to stop all of us from
Do
running
you
out of
remember
here?
those four
I don't think
big
there
old
is.
constructs we saw
Yeah,
up there?
1,200. Okay, wait. This
But
is
we
a
don't
question.
have a way to get all 1,200 of us
Wait,
up there.
Mike,
That's a
is
whole
this-
different thing.
Is the void, is it like tethered to the bottom? I mean, this is a big cylinder filled with breathable air underwater. I know I live in a fantasy world, but I do know how buoyancy works as well. So, is this thing tethered to the ground, to the bottom?
We were just
I mean,
out there
it's-
today.
it's-
Are we tethered
Yeah,
to the bottom?
you have to do repairs on the facility. I believe the facility is built into the ocean floor, to the best of my knowledge.
It's built into a shelf. So
Show him
it's a
me
shelf.
out.
Void sits on top, ocean below.
We sort of
So
dug
hear
a
me out then.
space.
As
What if
above,
you guys-
ocean below.
What
They
if you
basically
guys
built it
do
on
your
top of this,
part?
like, outcropping of stone.
So, how did you, what did you think about how it was secured to the shelf that it sits upon?
Well, I
What
didn't-
were your observations about how it was secured to that?
Well, I didn't see we were underneath that part. I think if
Sure.
we want to go explore next time, maybe we go up above the shelf and we can see if
Maybe
there's.
give yourself 24 hours to breathe down there. I'm not saying use all of it, but take your time.
So hear me
Easily.
out. You get
I've got a few
it
different options for that,
released and float up, and then I'll work on getting everybody on our side, and we
Is
make
our
a big
time
hoorah
to
out of
find
it, eh?
the rock stuff only
Perfect.
within that 1
I think
hour?
that's the
or
plan.
Shifts, yes. You get
Shifts.
shifts of an hour.
So was the moon pool that we dropped into to get into the open water?
Mhm.
Does that open up on the underside of the shelf, or does it open up on the top side of the shelf, and then we have to go around and under?
It opens up into ocean, so it's on the underside of the shelf.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the way, like, if like air bubbles that would be underneath water, same style of thing. It's just it's the pressure keeps the water
Yeah,
at
I'm
the
just
base
like
of it.
I was just kind of like picturing, like you come out here, and then this is the top of the shelf.
No,
Okay,
it's
so it's
shelf
like that.
built on top, hole underneath that you come out of.
At the bottom.
May I also do a history check on obsidian coral?
You may.
Oh, okay. Good girl.
You're good at math,
16.
right?
Doesn't obsidian coral does not ring a bell.
math, the
Doesn't ring a bell.
I don't know what kind of check that would be.
smart
Intelligence, almost certainly.
Almost exclusively.
Math Arcana?
Would be.
math.
I think it would just be
like,
intelligence.
What is it you're trying to accomplish here, buddy?
Arcana. That's another good.
Math Arcana. That's a Jedi name if I've ever heard one.
I want him to help me figure out to calculate the buoyancy of this building.
Make an Arcana check, or make a intelligence check.
Meth and Arcana check.
Not 20.
Oh, are you looking at that?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Cool.
Yeah, you know the buoyancy.
Yeah. It's
That's pretty good.
Whatever number you spit out, I will agree to.
7.
Thank you. 7.
So,
The buoyancy
in your,
is 7.
In your expert opinion, with a buoyancy of 7, that's fully laden with all the prisoners, right? Yes, right? Okay.
Of course.
If we were to detach the building, the superstructure itself, from the cliff upon which it was built, would it ascend to the top, to the surface of the water?
No. With a nat 20, you know that is not. No, it would not.
Nope.
And we're talking about a giant concrete tower, right? Essentially.
Giant stone building, yes. It would sink.
Yeah, we would sink further down.
With all that water or air in it?
What if we
I've-
all
have-
took a deep breath in our lungs and held it while that happened?
Has changed a lot since you and I went to school.
Maddie B, you see how he's lumping you into the old folks around here?
I
Yeah.
mean, I do turn 39 this month.
Well, also,
You don't look a day over 40.
have have you considered that
This would hurt if you threw
this
it.
It would.
that this whole play, this is the most high security prison in the entire world. You don't think they've considered a magical way to negate the buoyancy of the air in the building?
Why the hell did we get tossed here?
It seems like a real waste of resources.
Truly, why did we?
Although I guess there's not much in the way of resources being expended down here. They just sort of
Even if you
send
were
us down an
truly-
elevator.
Would like a reverse gravity spell or something?
Not on something of this magnitude.
Hey, Connie.
It also might behoove us to remember how long we were in that elevator going down.
Right. What I want, what the point I'm trying to get at though is that people in power who intend to stay in power, what they do is that they use the situation in order to convince the people that they want power over that they have no choice but to be willingly under the thumb of those people in control. So they set up situations where you think that it's impossible to escape. You think that you have no choice but to be under their thumb, but the reality is much different. So I wonder if maybe everyone who has been here.
You're onto
I'm
something.
right. Yeah. That we're missing something, that everyone who has come down here has just been spoon-fed this idea that they'll never get out. You got out.
Yes, I think, to your point, it would behoove us to go and have a conversation with Vodos. He has been here longer than anyone, and he has seen many people
I think we
arrive
should.
and die.
I think we should too, cause I'm curious. with as many people down here right now, and potentially their abilities, other things like that, I'm kind of shocked that they haven't tried to all come together to get out of this place, which means there has to be some people down here that probably have some invested interest in keeping everyone down
There's
here.
not a lot of people that have the capacity to hold their breath long enough to swim up for 1 mile.
We can't think. This is the thing. We cannot think about the limitations when we're trying to think about possibilities. We have to think about
Hold on, that's
the
a deep
possibilities.
cut. Hold
I
on,
mean,
can you say that again?
if we come down there and our friend can already figure out a way where he potentially might be able to breathe underwater for 24 hours, you don't know what the rest of these people can do. I'm just saying.
I know what a lot of these people can do.
I feel like there's probably a reason, and there's some people down here that may have some invested interest in us staying down here.
That's right. And if we can find out what everybody's natural abilities are and what their great ideas are, and then somehow stitch them together into some kind of, I don't know, like human centipede or something, and then we could really harness the full potential of this thing.
The full placenta of this thing.
I mean, I'm good for swinging and seeing what we hit. Let's do it.
You can't say that in prison.
Swinging and see what we hit is great, though. I like it.
I mean, I'm a baseball person, so I didn't take that like a pervert.
Fantasy baseball.
Somewhere in the void,
pervert.
someone goes, I took it like a pervert.
So,
Fantasy perverts are a real thing.
Zook,
in the
do
real
you,
world.
Zook, as a purveyor of intelligence,
I'm a fantasy pervert.
I mean, you do want to make love to the moon.
false. I have. She's my wife. Zook.
Fantasy pervert, it's like
Point
fantasy
proven.
baseball. Like, I don't actually do anything. I just write numbers down.
It's just the number
I just choose
69
perverts.
800 times.
and whoever's the most perverted over the
What
course
a
of
funny
each
word
week.
that is.
Pervert.
Funny word.
It's a word specifically designed to make you feel undignified
Yeah.
by talking about it.
Yeah, you can't say pervert and feel okay.
That's valid. Zook, there is basically the chronicler of the void, Vodos. If you wanted, we could probably get some more information from him.
Yep, that makes sense to me.
Do you want to go?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we get
All right, yeah.
Get a
Easy
sense
enough.
of-
We should.
Some direction is given, and you guys can make your way about halfway down
Ooh, what
the
level
void.
is he on?
69.
31.
With the pervert.
Moving down to this level,
Classic fantasy
you-
pervert number. It's 31.
you make your way to one of the cells where there's not a lot of other people down here. It seems like very sporadic. Maybe one in every 5 or 6 cells is occupied. And you make your way to the one where you have seen before. And the first thing you notice is that this cell is 2 cells that have been merged together, so a wall has been removed. So it is more spacious, so to speak. But you can see inside there appears to be an individual who is busy writing down. He's got what looks to be about 5 or 6. What?
I gotta
This is about the 10th time that the professor has decided that that's the best position
he
to
is
clean Pip in.
Going to town.
And we've tried really hard to be mature,
That's what we were
but he
laughing at
keeps
earlier on.
doing it.
We're all looking at you.
Get a squirt bottle or
Whoa,
something.
they're
No.
going at it like wow.
I already did the one thing that would make it worse. I removed his testicles. All right? He has no power here.
You removed it?
You yourself?
No, not me myself.
Yeah.
Just kind of got
My old I grabbed his dick and
Damn, Calvin
Michelle
Piper.
walks into the kitchen. He just.
No, but it was my money that paid for
Michelle,
his
what's the
castration.
smallest rubber band we have, babe? Where is it?
You had
Babe,
braces 15
Give
years
me a
ago,
hair
right?
tie. I have an idea.
Alrighty,
One of my
level
beard ties.
31.
Stepping into this double wide cell, you can see there is an individual sitting in a small wooden chair, writing down in a tome. You can see he's wearing the simple kind of brown tunic that everyone has around here, adorned with some sort of a shawl that seems to be knitted with different colored fibers, giving it kind of this this kind of dirty green, kind of like shawl that he's wearing over his shoulders. And as you guys all approach, he looks up to greet you, and you can see this individual has what looks to be this kind of dark blue skin that kind of shimmers with scales, and you can see gills running across the sides of his neck. He is a trident. It's a creature of water. And as you all approach, you can see he nods and looks at you wearily, being that he doesn't recognize any of you. And can I help you?
Doesn't even recognize Bias?
He just doesn't seem to. There's no look of recognition when he looks at him.
Hello, we are newcomers here to this place, and we wanted to ask you questions, and we were hoping that you would provide us answers.
You are finding new, fresh idea to escape Void, yes?
Yes, I think so, yeah.
Well, I mean, also, if there's an old, good idea, we'd be open to that
Oh,
as
yes,
well.
old established way to escape. We like that too.
Or at least something that was close to successful.
Look, this is, I will say this nicely. There is no escape. You will not leave the Void unless you die.
Which gives me a good idea, I think. We die.
No, you don't want to do that.
No,
You don't
don't
want to do that. You don't.
Don't stop her.
Like
What are you
in
gonna
the
say?
sense of like, I don't know. I mean, some people. Some people can pretend to, the spells that can be cast on them make them seem like they're dead.
Vodos, can you refresh my memory of what happens when you die in the void?
Certainly, they wrap your body in cloth and send you into the hole.
Into where?
The hole.
Down?
Yes.
Doesn't seem like that helps us all that much.
That goes where?
We could just swim down there.
Yeah, but if we go down there, then they come after us. If we go out dead, I'm assuming no one comes after us.
Why would anyone come after
No one
us?
would come out after you alive, my friend.
Oh.
But you would still contend with the sea ghosts and the reef hammers.
So sea ghosts?
This is funny to you?
No. What is
that was not weird. That was
That wasn't fantasy Drew. That was real.
That was real Drew, yeah.
Fantasy Drew.
That was Scooby Drew.
Yep, you get inspiration for that one. Yep.
Drew.
But yeah, the sea ghosts and the reef hammers would be the ones who would find you.
But do they come after dead prey?
They go after anything.
How long do you think we would be pretending to be dead underwater? We can't get to the surface if we're pretending to be dead.
Well, Fox, I don't know. I don't see you coming up with any bright, brilliant ideas.
I
with your
actually
young
saw
brain.
me coming up with a pretty bright, brilliant idea earlier about breathing underwater. Thank you very much. Sorry. It's been very stressful down here, and there's still a lot of whispering.
You,
There's still so much whispering.
you casting spells to breathe underwater.
It's a new thing. I'm thinking I could maybe try.
Tell me, my friend, do you know that spells like this require materials?
Well, I thought I could look around for some of those.
A material that probably is not readily available in here.
I haven't really had the chance to figure it out exactly.
Let
out
me
of-
save you time and
on
energy.
instinct,
You will not find these materials. It's not down here.
So you're saying you have given up on ever leaving here?
I think we could find that material.
I have given up on the hope that any idea would be the best idea to leave.
So you're not going to try anything?
I never said I would not try. I said I know for a fact that this is not easy, and
I mean,
some would say impossible.
When you were younger, did you ever try to escape yourself?
Of course, we all have.
Did you ever come close? Or did you have an idea that you felt like with a little bit of tweaking, it might have been possible?
Make a
Yeah.
persuasion check for me.
Have you ever dreamed?
A dream is is a wish your heart makes.
Oh my gosh. I'm thinking of the song I've Got a Dream from Tangled.
Ooh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I dreamed a dream in Tangled.
Yeah, where's two?
Your persuasion was a 25.
My persuasion
Dang.
is a 16 plus 7.
That's 23.
Or, sorry, 23.
Thank you.
23 still very good though.
It is
That's
good.
still pretty good.
Needed a 24.
He, for a moment, he goes, "We came very close. But it's not possible."
I feel like this posse might be able to make it possible.
These what?
That's right, I got this posse. I mean,
Our group.
we're a group. We are outlaws.
Oh, yeah, we work together. We're very good at it.
We are the North Star, here to guide you all home.
Possibles. No, I don't like that one. It's not good. It doesn't have starring.
Anything's possible.
I think maybe North
We'll-
Star was a better
I
place
mean,
to land than.
we'll
than
workshop the
posses.
name, but
I still
Tell
like
us-
Menagerie for the record.
tell us about this plan you have.
And this we, you said.
Forgive
Was it
me,
a
I don't.
long-lost love?
As a matter of fact, it was, and I would tread carefully, for they are no longer with us because of my brilliant plan. So, when I tell you, you should not leave, I speak from experience. Because you either die or spend the rest of your life regretting that you ever tried.
Connie's trying to figure out whether or not he pushes this conversation in the direction of your former love would have wanted you to continue to seek your freedom in order to honor them, or if he wants to keep that to himself for when he, gets to know this guy a little better.
Well, how about you let us make that decision for ourselves?
On whether or not it was worth it that my love is dead?
No. On whether we want to take that risk.
Take
I,
all the
I
risk you
know
want,
it
my
seems
friend.
like you might
Take all the risk you
looking,
want.
be
Hey.
looking out for us.
Guys,
I just want to know the plan.
let's just leave this guy alone, okay? Clearly he's not the kind of person we want to be dealing with. Someone who could give up on the dreams that he had with his one true love. Let's get out of here. I'm sad. Bam!
Are you making some kind of check here? What do we got?
No, just a pew 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 check.
Persuasion.
Making a finger gun.
Make a persuasion check.
Or
Finger guns,
deception.
gaslight.
That is a D12.
Deception or intimidation?
That's not gonna get up there high
That
enough
is a
for
D12.
me to like. I'm not gonna be happy with that.
That is a D8.
Is it passive intimidation?
20, unnatural 20 plus 4, 24.
He does not respond to your barb. He just continues to look at you and then looks at all of you and shrugs. I prefer being left alone. And he goes back to writing in his book.
Vodos, just one last clarifying question. Would you be willing to kind of divulge where your plan went wrong? And we'll get out of your hair. We just, if we're going to attempt this, we don't want to.
I will say go ahead and make another there'll be another persuasion check. Yeah, just another persuasion check.
Cool.
Can
Then
I
I'm
give
going
him
to use a
advantage?
sorcery point to try that again. God dang it.
Can I give him double advantage?
12.
You can't give him advantage, but you can
Try
give
Give him
him.
inspiration. It's not going
There
to help
it
very much.
is.
Is that D6?
Mm-hmm.
That'll help a little bit. 11. 15.
You also have your knack for it. 2d6 you can spend at any time. So many options I give you guys. No
20.
one.
Unnatural
There you
20.
That's so much work.
I just got limped.
It only
So
took you
much work.
3d6 and rolling with advantage.
3d6
to
is
get
That's why I
D20.
didn't. I saw his shitty rules. I didn't want to give him inspiration. There's it was rough
Thank you
stuff.
for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I don't want to inspire that garbage.
Yeah, I mean, it's just basically free inspiration while you're down here in a perpetual prison. There's no reason why you couldn't just give it out to people.
Everybody gets an inspiration.
Inspiring the whole room.
Jeez. What was your question now that I've dragged you to this point?
Just
Yeah,
asking
what was
him
his question?
where things went
Now that you
wrong, what it is they
Do
ran into.
you want his help,
that-
guys? Because it doesn't seem like you want his help.
I do.
Jeez.
Sensitive to his feelings.
I was hoping people would be, but
at least 2 people are.
Hey, I mean,
I'm
I've
very
been bad.
sensitive to his feelings. He's not feeling them fully.
Yes.
I need him to be sadder.
Basically, you're over here saying "fuck your dead lover" because you won't tell nobody how they died.
Listen. Yeah, listen.
No, I already persuaded.
you
I already
already
persuaded. Don't ruin it.
Go back and roll a disadvantage.
I've been abandoned by my entire family, and I'm gonna continue to fight. You can't fight for your one true love. You just gonna let her die in vain?
Alternate universe.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed what you guys were talking about. It's really eating
he's
me up.
outside just like jacking himself up. He's just like, all right, so we're going to do
Oh my
this.
god.
So like, jerking himself up.
Not what I said. It's not.
We're gonna do it. He also said eating me up.
We are
and
on
now
floor
we're gonna be
31.
to it.
This is floor 31.
You've made photos so sad.
Good.
My partner was greatest arcane weaver I have ever met. They could make magic from anything. We were both down here for many years before we built this plan to leave. And then we decided to try it. They had the ability to cast a spell that could instantaneously move you from one place to another. All they needed was components. These components were not easy to come by. Most of them would not work in normal circumstance. But, as I said, they were best at what they did. They just needed one more element. Against my warnings, they dove down one day. Further than they should have, deeper than anyone has gone below the void. That was the last I ever saw of them. Whatever element they found, if they found it, now lies at the bottom of the ocean with their body. So I have, in their honor, decided to keep their memory alive. And he gestures to like the books around him. The best way I know how. Escaping was not among those.
Does Zook have like a stroke when he realizes there are books omnidirectionally?
It's up to Zook if he has.
So what's in these books?
Musings, writings,
Possible
drawings.
ingredients for a teleportation spell that your lover was working on?
The original plan is in these, yes.
What if this person? What was their name? May I ask, so we can keep their memory alive in voice as well, by speaking of their proper name.
So this is. I'm gonna make you do another persuasion check. This is a very high DC, and you'll see why depending on how you do it.
21.
And inspiration. So D6.
You were on it. That was great. And knack for it.
I think he's already used his.
He's used one. Did you use 2?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can I get multiple inspirations?
25.
25.
It doesn't say I can't get multiple inspirations.
Well, it's 4 in action.
It's
You
limit.
couldn't
Yeah,
do
there's
it, like,
limited
again.
amounts that you can do it in a day.
I also have an
You
inspiration.
could give an
die.
inspiration, but you can't double it.
Yeah, he has inspiration already. Does that help too?
You could
Roll
roll with
that.
advantage.
You mean to tell me that in the movie Braveheart, Melly Gibson didn't double
Do I
inspire
need to
me?
with a 25?
Melania Gibson was in Braveheart.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
No, with the 25 you have it.
Okay.
They'll never take our freedom. It's ours, not theirs. Ours.
We have the best freedom.
Even the worst Trump impression, like, gets it across. Like, you could be.
He-
barely be doing
Mine's so bad you would not know.
Vodo takes a very long moment before you can see he's fighting to say the name, almost as if he hasn't even wished to say it out loud for a very long time. But he nods. Bara. Their name was Bara. And I have not said that name aloud since they died.
I'm deeply sorry for your loss. I truly am. I don't like to see anybody suffer. And I'm sorry that we even put you in this situation. But I commend you on your transparency with us.
It is nothing for me to remember them. I still say it is foolish for you to try and leave.
I know this might completely rock you to the core, but you said that Bara was the most talented weaver of magic that you've ever known,
Yes.
and that you believed in this plan. And you said that Bara went in search of this component and never came back.
Yes.
Why do you believe her them dead?
Have you ever felt a strong connection with someone? A connection so strong it's almost as if two hearts beat in the same chest.
Your mother.
The day Bara descended into darkness, I felt my connection, my heart, ripped from my body. And now all that is left is a hole that burns anytime I think of it.
A void, some would say. Do you believe that whatever it is that Bara was searching for down there, that it could still be down there?
Most certainly.
What
But,
were they searching for?
But even if you find material, it would almost be impossible to complete the ritual. I have no knowledge of the arcane abilities. It was all their idea. They knew it all. They had the plan. I was just to help however I could.
Vodos, not to overtoot our own horns, but he has an eidetic memory. He has magic hands. He can be any sort of animal he wants to. I believe he can identify almost anything, if I'm reading him correctly. She also has magic hands that aren't even her own, and I made love to the fucking moon. I think we can figure it out.
With all due respect, mister, we just want a chance like your love to try to get out of here. And who knows, maybe they got close to this element. And maybe if by helping us take our shot, we might find her or her did she wear a trinket or anything else like that we might be able to bring back to you as a reminder of your guys'
Her is presumptuous.
Love
I've barely seen any ladies down here.
Listen, I
whoever.
just have to say I can't believe that you assume that this person that you loved so much is gone. That you've felt their presence disappear. We live in a realm of magics. Our friend was taken away from this plane of existence multiple times in his life. It happens. But for you to give up on this love, this relationship, that's what makes me so angry. You have no way of knowing that they're actually gone. They may be out there expecting you to come for them. What if they are trapped? What if they need your help and you have sat here being sorry for yourself? Guys, this is ridiculous. I don't think we're getting anywhere with this person. They want to sit in their misery that they've created.
I don't know. What if Vodos, we presented you? I mean, we have come here to the Void as the North Star, sent to guide everyone home. What if we give you that opportunity? If you aid us simply by providing a component list, and we, by some miracle, are able to defy fate and acquire that which your love could not find, maybe we get you out and you either strike anew, or you, to his point, maybe they are out there somewhere.
Do you believe in, it might be a personal question, but do you believe in
Magic.
the afterlife?
I do. And I believe that I will see Bara there one day.
I have no doubt that you will too. So what do you have to lose then? You find out whether she might actually still be alive, or they, or you go and meet your love in the afterlife, in the process. Either way, you may meet them again.
I realize that this is all in good. This is all in good faith. I see this. I understand this. When you get to be where I am, you do not dare to dream beyond your reality. So you will forgive me for being steadfast in my belief. I do not think they are somewhere else. I do not think they are waiting for me in this world. But I am not going to let my grief stand in your way, whether you are smart enough to do what they could not, or you are careening towards your own untimely demise. You live in the void long enough, you see all aspects of this. I'm going to need... Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to need...
Take a second and go cry a little bit.
A little bit. I'm going to need one roll. I'm going to make a high variance roll. You want this to be low.
Ooh.
And I'll just do back here.
Oh, you're rolling it?
Yeah, I'm rolling it.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't even use the tower effect.
That is a 3.
That's pretty low.
I'm scared.
Votos closes his eyes and is silent for almost an uncomfortable amount of time.
Oh, he's dead.
Before slowly opening them, they're kind of red ringed and misty. Before reaching into the book, the tome that they have in their lap, and then pulls out an old piece of parchment and just wordlessly holds it out.
Zook takes it.
Okay.
Glad someone did.
He says, you are looking for a piece of copper. That is what they went to find. Good luck. I pray the gods smile upon your journey.
Was there a place in particular they went down? So we're not just potentially shooting in the dark? Did they have an idea where they might find some? Or were they just kind of,
My friend,
again, shooting in the dark?
you are in the void. Everything is dark.
I think maybe we can handle locating things from here. You're not gonna find any interesting notes there.
I guess I have a question as well, if you can bear answering it. You seem like you would be the most predisposed to try to escape, given your race. Do they send you out diving ever?
I am afraid not.
That makes sense, I suppose. Seems like you'd be home free.
He shifts his the shawl that's covering his like chest and like lower body, and you can see that there's only one leg.
They've defended him?
He just swim in circles.
He probably would. He just kind of shrugs and... My first experience with the horrors of this place. I will never leave.
I'm very sorry.
We all have lot in life. This one is mine.
Some of us have little in life.
It's not a lot, but it's our life.
Yeah.
I make of it what I can.
Seems like you do well. Is it?
To some. Now,
You've been
this
down
is...
here. You've been down here for a while. I'm just curious about the politics around here. Do you think there might be any people that are down here that have an invested interest in everyone staying down here?
The only vested interest that people have would be the ones who want to stay alive. But to stay down here, no. Caden is a good man. He made order out of chaos. Now, this conversation has tired me. I am going to retire for the day. Good luck. Adventuring party, whatever your name is. Thank you.
Hey, did you
The
happen?
North Star, is that what we're going with?
Menagerie of the North Star, yes.
Hey, Nell, did you happen to bring one of your nice, pretty bed rolls?
No, I don't carry them everywhere I go.
We should have
Being
brought
practical.
him
Well,
a
this
nice
one's a
bed roll.
python.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I walk around with it like a little cape, but I don't. It's too much.
Let's make sure we bring him a new bedroll.
I'm gonna have a fresh
She can
one.
only make animals that don't have limbs. Look, I made an earthworm one.
It's
This
just
one's
rolled
asleep.
up.
This one's a snake. This one's a octopus tentacle.
If you look, this one's an eel,
This
kind
one's
of.
a tentacle.
This is the tentacle
If
coming
you
out of the
fold it
water.
like this, it's a swan.
There you go.
This one's a gooey duck.
But yeah, so you guys leave Vodos' cell with a
Piece of paper.
piece of paper and a
Sense
plan
of dread.
to escape the void. And that is where we will leave you all tonight with that new plan to go in motion
At
afterwards.
level 7.
Uh,
Incredible.
nope, definitely not at level
Wizard
7.
7,
Nope,
level
not
7.
there, not there yet. We'll get there one day. But until that day does come, thank you all so much for playing. Thank you all.
And thank you for listening.
Thank you all so much for watching and listening.
Well, thank you for playing.
Hey, thank
You're
you
welcome.
for DMing.
Hey,
Thank you, Drew.
Yeah, thank you for DMing.
Aw, I
Yeah.
don't think anyone's ever thanked me for that.
Aw, I
This has been the
appreciate
Wild Man
On
School Bus. Good night,
air.
everybody.
Here we
Later,
go.
losers.
There it is.
Y'all suck.
Without
My
Adam
Mom Will
Sandler.
Shoot is a movie that
no.
was in the midst of the Schwarzenegger Stallone
Ooh.
rivalry,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Schwarzenegger spread rumors that he was going to do it, so Stallone
yeah.
would take it and make a terrible movie, and it was bad.
That's awesome.
So he like put out there that he was like interested in this "Stop or My Mom Will Shoot" script, and Stallone was like, "No, I gotta have it," and he took it, and it's terrible.
Dude, did you hear Arnold used to do that in bodybuilding too? Like he would go to the guys backstage and be like, I love how your calves don't match. And guys would get like a complex before they'd go out there.
Dang.
Wow.
What if they like spent the rest of their
This
time
coming
just
from the
working
guy
on
that
one
fell for
calf?
the,
Yeah. And they walk with the gate, everything's off forever because they got
So
one
funny.
massive cap.
That's crazy.
2 years later, both their knees are shot. 'Cause they,
Like all I do are calf extensions.
This
and they have carpal tunnel.
this coming from the guy that fell from the "I'm coming" joke.
What?
They told him that whenever he was like getting like
Oh.
jacked, that like he was actually like that he was coming, and
Yeah.
he didn't understand it. So in an interview, he's like, when I'm doing this, I'm just like I'm coming,
When I'm doing
and I'm
this, I'm
coming,
coming, and when I'm
and
doing
just
No,
coming.
he talked about.
That's
No, he
amazing.
clarified that. He said getting a pump is like coming.
Uh-huh.
Stop.
So
in the like bodybuilder,
Yeah, and then he's like, and then I go
figure out a
home
way
with
to
pretty
start
girl,
with this.
and he
I have no idea.
he knew what it
Like,
meant.
I missed that part of the
I
conversation.
heard
Yeah.
that he didn't.
he sure talked about coming a lot.
He did not a lot of going, but a lot of arriving.
Yikes.
Hate to see him go. Love to watch him arrive.
Oh, no.
Which one is Matt's? Which one is Matt's?
We gotta get out of here, man.
The face off of
God,
Total
that's
Recall.
the eyes
Yeah.
stepping out onto the Martian planet. And
God.
what a
No.
What a piece of cinema that original Total Recall was.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you think prostitutes are like on Mars?
That was a
I've got one idea.
Okay, one idea.
It was a game changer.
3 boobs.
You guys are gonna love it.
Like what?